Hello and good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another Super Saturday, and we are going to start in a little while with my show Learning from Life Experiences, and we have something very, very exciting lined up for you today. So, before we move forward, let me just invite our guest for the day who will be joining me on this Instagram live and share their views and expertise and experiences with you. So, as I can see Jyoti. Hi, Jyoti, how are you? Hi, Veriska, welcome. And how is life? Hi, Namita, good to see you. Hi, yeah. So today I was going to talk about something which has been the talk of the year, I would say. If you remember on 26th January 2024, when we have the Republic Day parade, the theme of the entire parade was about women empowerment or Nari Shakti. And so we will be talking something related to that. And we have with us a guest for the day who I will live. Name is Nishitha Maruf, and she is an amazing mind hacker and a coach, and her expertise is in working with people, especially working mothers and women. And we'll hear from you when she comes on board about herself and her uh, work that she has done in this field. So, in addition to that, we also have my co-host Sucheta, who will also be joining me very soon. And we are looking forward to not only give some great value, but also see your participation. You're welcome to ask us questions and uh, ask us questions and also also share your experiences. Oh, so we have Sucheta with Hi Sucheta, how are you? Long time.
Hi. Yeah. It's long time. Last Saturday you were very busy.
Yeah, yeah.
You.
So, so how's everything? How are you?
Yeah, everything is fine. I always look forward for this Saturday interaction, and today we are having Nishitha Mehru and with a fantastic book. So I'm really waiting to meet her and talk with her. I'm
Yes,
looking
yes.
forward to the interaction.
I'm also looking forward to interact with Nishita because we have been working together for quite some time and we are fellow coaches. And so we'll wait for her to join in. So in the meanwhile, Suchita, can you tell us how was your week?
Uh, my week was really busy. Uh,
Uh-huh.
And yeah, week was really busy, very hectic. Only thing, this week were very busy in the sense I have taken up looking after the international school, one of the international school
Oh,
there.
okay.
Yeah, so it was very busy weekend.
Uh-huh.
I'm looking forward for this particular interaction with Nishita because her title is so interesting. I'm woman enough.
Yes.
We usually,
Absolutely.
yeah, we usually feel, treat women as a secondary citizen. And there are many people who would say that whether women can do this, women can do that, all the things men are needed. But it's not like that. Women are also equal citizen of the whole world, and 50% of the population is female population. So it's a high time that we look forward to this particular interaction.
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
Yeah.
So I think yeah, she's joining us in a little while. And
How
so
was
so
your
till so my week was very good. As I mentioned, I was out on a outdoor activity for the last week.
yes?
Uh, that's why. Uh,
We could you could not join last
yes,
week's
yes,
Saturday interaction. Nishita has written about stories, five
yes,
women
yes.
stories, and that's why I'm interested in knowing what she has written about. Because storytelling is the best medium of interaction and connecting with your audience or reader. So, we always love to read, we always love to hear, we always love all the stories. So, let's wait for her.
Yeah. Uh, I think she's having some technical issues, so we'll just wait
Technical.
for her to join in. We'll just wait for her to
Yes.
join in. In the meanwhile, if we have our audience, we have Anushri, we have Jyoti, we have Virushka, and we have Dashni with us. So if anyone of you want to ask us any questions or anything, yeah, welcome to ask us. And
Yes.
one more thing I was talking about uh, 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 before you join in was that this year is all about empowerment, women empowerment, and the theme of the Republic Day parade was all about Nari Shakti. Like this is the first time that all the contingents were led by women in different fields in the armed forces and the police and so they had some we had some amazing displays of their devilry and their achievements. So one thing I realized what Nishta has written in a book, I Am Woman Enough, is quite uh, 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 I would say connecting with the theme of woman empowerment. Yeah. So what do you see? What is your take on it?
Yeah, women empowerment is very, very important. I used to feel, since born and brought up in Mumbai, I used to feel that there is no need for being women empowerment because we always have been treated as an equal citizen by my parent. But there are so many villages and so many small towns where women are still treated as a secondary citizens. So I feel that it is necessary, women empowerment is necessary of not only India but all over the world. The woman was treated as goddess in ancient India. You must have seen, women were equally important, and
Mhm.
they were many times they were the ruler, and all these things is, yeah, I think Nishita had joined. Hello?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I saw that she's turned
So,
her video on, so she should be with us in a little
yes,
while.
Hello.
yes,
Hello, can you guys see me, hear me?
yes.
We can hear you, Nishita, but we can't see you.
See you. Yeah,
Oh,
we can't see you.
I wonder why. I'm so excited to be with you guys.
I know we are also waiting for you to come in and join the discussion. I don't know because I can hear you, but I can't see you. But can you see both of us?
And
I
our
can
audience will love to
see
see you.
I can see Sucheta, but I cannot see Colonel.
Oh, but the audience can see all of us.
Oh,
Okay, So
That's strange.
audience can, I got messages from Nida and Kalpana that they can see all of us.
Um,
So let's start. So Nishita, let's start with you telling us a little bit about yourself as to uh, how did you reach where you have reached today? How was your journey? A little bit about your journey.
Sure. First of all, let me thank both of you for having me over here, sharing this moment with veterans like you, both of you, who's impacting the society, impacting generations. I know Colonel since a few years now. He is someone who's served our country for 33 years in the military, and I know about you as well, Sucheta. Now that the way
yes,
you are have taken that persistent, consistent action towards creating impact in generations with your work is just so
yes,
inspiring for us, because there are many other things that you both can be doing, but still you have decided that this is what you would love to do, give back to the world, and that is something similar I do as well. I
yes. We will
help women
love to
mainly
know
to.
about it because the title of your book, I Am Woman Enough, has, it got me really intrigued in the topic. So, can you just tell us about yourself?
Yes, it's a very special part of my life. It is as important for me as my three daughters. My book, which I created with the intention to spread awareness for especially women who go through a lot of hardships in silence. They just don't. They lose their confidence. They lose their self value, and they just live in that silence for years, not knowing how important it is that they play a role in the people's life around them, in everyone around them. They don't realize that. So through my own personal experiences, I decided that this has to go out. This message has to go out to people because there will be many women out there who are, struggling, and I want them to find their strength. Because if one woman in a family uh, finds her inner confidence and self-value, the impact she can have on her next generation and as a society and towards the world as a whole is huge. So that is the reason for me to write that book. Yes.
Okay, so Nishita, one more thing I noticed was that your title is very unique. So how did you come up with this idea of this title, and how did you design it? What was the idea behind that? Because this is something really great.
Wow. It's so nice to hear. Well, the title, I believed a lot about myself because of the comments that I heard from the wrong people that I had in my life, that I'm just a woman, right? I heard that comment a lot of times. And when I look back now, I do realize that I did believe that about myself for a part of my life. I did believe that, yeah, I'm just a woman. What can I do? This is my life, which a lot of women may resonate with, whoever is listening to this live may resonate with. But when it took me to a place of having a meltdown, a breaking point, uh, and I decided that I have to save myself for my family and for everything that I wanted to do in my life, I realized that I'll have to find that inner strength in myself and change this conversation first that I had for myself, that I'm just a woman, and believe that I am woman enough for me to do something. Whatever small it is, but I want it's with the small steps that we start, right? We will have to start small, and then it is how it grows big, right? Even for example, me talking to both of you is a very beautiful moment filled with a lot of gratitude, because if I wouldn't have taken that journey, if I wouldn't have decided to see myself at least for once in my life, I wouldn't have been having all these life experiences and doing what I'm doing right now.
That's That's really wonderful, Nishita. And you also mentioned that you have been especially you're working with working women and mothers. So because yeah, being a working woman yourself and a mother yourself, you can understand and relate to what kind of things are going on in their mind when they are trying to balance everything, their work, their family, their duties toward the extended family, and it is like multitasking another level, and which man cannot even imagine. So how what is your uh, method or the system of working with them, and how do you go about uh, empowering these women who are multitasking at a different level and different formats and different facing different challenges at all the fields that they are involved with?
It's a great question, Colonel. And with that, I wanted to highlight this point that when I say working women, it's homemakers as well, because they are a huge working force which goes unnoticed in the society, right? So it's women as a whole who find themselves like they want to grow, but they don't know how to. And they really know that there is something inside them they can take forward to the world. And they feel like, what is it that I have to do? They have this question running in their mind: how can I get better? How can I do better for myself, my family? How can I feel better? So yes, I help them with a process which is, working on their mindset, bringing them to the awareness of their emotional balance, how to create emotional balance for them, first of all. Because what happens along the way is that there is a disconnection that takes place when we are continuously focused on a lot of other things, and somewhere we find lost in the process. And connecting back to our emotional strength is so important for them to take good decisions in life, for them to raise their kids well, for them to grow in their career, and for them to take care of themselves as well, which is also something women forget a lot.
Yeah, that's really great. And one more thing, while you was talking about this, that came into my mind was that in your book you have used stories of five women, as you mentioned, and
Yes.
shared them. How did you find these women? Or are they part of your family or their friends, or how do you connect with them, and how did you compile those stories and shared with everybody here in your book?
Wow. Some of them are women I know who's worked with me, and some of them are from my personal life experiences. So I gave a character to myself in my book. So there are parts of me over there, and also the women I've worked with. So that's how uh, it formed.
Okay. Yeah, and I also know that you are or not only working with the other women, you also collaborating with your own daughter, who herself is an amazing coach. So how
Yes.
does it feel when you're working with your daughter, and how do you support and collaborate and elevate each other in your journey,
It's
and how does
amazing,
it feel?
how the energy of our home has shifted with us being into this industry, and really finding meaningful work
Mhm.
impacting society. Because earlier it was like, the awareness level was not that much, and now that we are aware of our patterns, my pattern as a parent and her patterns as a daughter, as a sister, all of these realizations that we have on a daily basis is helping us have a deeper bond with each other, right? So that in itself is creating a better environment at home, because the way we understand each other is completely different. The way we communicate each other is beautiful, and the impact it's creating, right? So, for example, uh, I don't know if it's a coincidence, like the the women who come to me mostly are her age, and
Oh,
the women who go to her are mostly mothers. So it's like somewhere
Correct.
going cross connect, and it's something beautiful is working out over there, and we are so happy that we are into this and we could do this and we could see how life is changing for the women in their life, in being a parent, in their career growth, etc. So it's wonderful.
oh, that's really great. So, Sucheta, over to you.
Yeah. Yeah, Nishita, you have mentioned that we need to change and replace our thought patterns. So, can you specify how we can do it and why there is need to change our thought patterns? Just now you said awareness is necessary, that,
Yeah.
whatever our patterns, we need to be aware about it so we can
Yes.
sort it out. So, can you tell me what is the need to change and how we can do it?
It's just like, Sucheta, for example, if imagine you did not believe in yourself, in your case.
Yes,
Imagine you got stuck
yes.
in that thought pattern of maybe I'm not good enough to do this, I don't have the skills, and I don't have the ability, I don't have the experience, etc. Would you have been doing what you're doing today,
No, not
right?
possible.
And if
Yes.
I would have been someone who continuously believed that I'm just a woman, I can't do much in my life, this is my life, this is how I'll die, I will not be even realizing or taking some action to experience that I had this potential in me, right? So the same goes with every single person out there. It is that self-talk, that inner voice that we talk about, and once we become aware of that, what awareness does is it gives us choices. It gives us choices to choose between, do I want to continue this way, how I have been living, or do I want to take one step forward and see what life has in hold for me? What more can I do? Right? So that's how we can experience different realities.
Yes, that's really great. Yeah, it is necessary to change our thought patterns. You also, in your book, you have stressed the need to instill high value for gratitude and love in our life. So, can you elaborate gratitude and love can change the woman? How it is possible?
It is possible and it is required, because unless we are in that joyful state of being being grateful for even the challenges, for even the bad experiences, for even the hurting people that we had, we would not be
Yes,
able to realize our power, right? We would not be
yes,
able to stand up every single day if we really want to do something. There will be, of course, there will be challenges in different phases of our life, in different forms. But if we continue to choose that state of gratitude where there is joy, and what happens is we become open to acceptance, right? Acceptance of what is my reality now, and find the strength to look into what I can do about it, rather than just going into that zone of becoming a victim or just blaming people around. And like maybe at times it can go into controlling and anger. It doesn't work. It doesn't create any good results. So for you to create a good result, and if you're really grateful for this life that God has given you every single day, with the challenges, with the rejections, with all those hits that you get, you find that strength, that in joyfulness and gratitude is what we can, you know, push ourselves further. be our strong support before we could do
Yes,
something for others.
yes. Through gratitude, I think gratitude should not be there only to do with those people who, help us, but it also should be towards those people who hurt us because we
Yeah,
understand life better. We understand love better when we have this type of people around us. So I feel gratitude should
exactly.
not be limited only to the small factor. That's what I liked what you suggested. And you must have thought
Thank you.
about it. I just wanted to know, over the years you have been into coaching into all the women, what changes you are seeing after you coach them? What are the positive changes? And do you think there is really need for coaching this woman?
Absolutely, yes. The change I see in the women I help with my work is that the way the relationship with themselves improve in the first place. And that projecting onto their relationship with their partner, with their parents, and them experiencing growth in their career, taking care of their health, prioritizing fun in their life. This these were something that most of the people they expect externally to happen. They expect something external to change for them to feel happy or satisfied or joyful or supported, rather than them being connected to themselves first, building a beautiful relationship with themselves, that impacting their relationships because they get this huge perspective towards life and the way the patterns they had growing up were influencing their life until that point of time. So once they become aware, knowing their traits, knowing their state of mind, what is their thought process, how are they emotionally able to manage themselves, all of these steps which happen in every single week of the coaching, it has created great results for the women I've worked with. They had that power in them, but it's just that they did not realize it until they have this someone who has gone through the path already. Like even I have been having mentors for myself since 2019, right? It's not that we can do
Yes.
everything alone. We need support. We
And many
need
times,
guidance from someone. Yes.
yeah, many times, Nishita, what I have seen that we feel that we can watch from YouTube videos, all those motivational videos, and we can learn from it. But it does not happen that way.
Yeah.
Many times we need to have someone to mentor us after analyzing our pattern. Okay,
Exactly.
we need to have it a personal coach because we need someone who understands us, understands our limitations, understands our problem, understand our upbringing and what are our limiting beliefs, and then treat us like how we go to the doctor. Okay, and doctor tries to listen to all your problems and then gives a solution. I think you are the perfect coach because women can understand women better. I think you and your daughter are doing really fantastic job. So they can come to you and you can be the right person because since you are a woman, you can understand them better and guide them better. And what I liked about your book is in a story pattern, so it's easy to
Yeah.
read. It's not only a motivational guidance book where only a whole lot of motivational quotes are dumped on the reader, but it is told in the format of a story. That's what I liked about book. Yeah, thanks a lot,
Thank you.
Nishita. Yes,
Thank you. Nidhi.
Aditya.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
so Nishita, Nida has asked you a question, and I know Nida personally, and I have worked with her because she herself is an amazing coach
Wow.
and mentor. And she's asking you what are some tips you would suggest when we experience small setbacks in this journey of self transformation?
Yes. So when we experience more setbacks in the journey of self transformation, which is bound to happen, because now what happens is that all the blame that we were trying to put across to people. We cannot do that now that we realize, okay, there are things in me that has to change, right? And I am the only person who can break that pattern and who can break through it. So it is a sort of challenging situation where you will have to take charge of your patterns and decide that I no longer want to live this way. I have to come out of this because it's in your growth as a person that takes you to more people that will be impactful and like-minded people who would be like I would like to call it the tribe, right? And it's a great
Right.
question,
Yeah.
by the way, because when we become self-aware, there is a lot of things that we get as questions to ourselves every single day, and we are to decide with that emotional. There are these core aspects of our essence of our being, which is something related to the deep work that I do. So once you realize that and you make decisions through that emotional values that you carry, you really get to break through those older patterns and get towards your better version, the better avatar that you already have.
Yeah, that's really great. And as Mira says, yes, it is self accountability. Yes, it is something that once we become accountable to ourselves, and of course, along with a coach or a mentor working with us like you, we will be able to find a way out, and we'll be able to overcome the challenges that we are facing in our life. And one more thing I want to ask you, Nishita, is that at times what we feel is a problem or a challenge is actually not a problem, but it is the narrative that we are playing in our mind. So
Exactly.
how does that affect a person?
You know, if we get stuck in that narrative and if we want to come out of it, we will have to see what if I go against that narrative? What will happen? We have to become curious about what will happen if I go against this narrative, against this fear or against this doubt. What is the worst that can happen? And in most cases, you will realize that there was nothing there to happen. It was just in my mind.
Yeah, absolutely. So one
True,
more
true.
thing, Nishita, that how has your experience been so far in this coaching journey of yours? And is there something which you must have realized while working with these women, which you would like to share with your audience, which might be helpful for them to grow or overcome their challenges, which are actually not a challenge in the real terms?
There are a lot of things that is coming up to my mind. Also, I'll just share a few. Um, it's like, what do you say no to, and what do you say yes to? It's
Mm.
got to do a lot with your decision making, and that decision making is what will take you one step forward, then another step forward towards years on end in your life. So you being aware of yourself, you being aware of how your coping mechanisms have been, how has the childhood affected you, how has your environment affected you, what is your active thought process. Getting aware of all these first is what will take you to the next step of having a different choice. Because unless we are not aware of what is there within us, we will not be able to see another side because we'll be believing that this is the truth, right? So there is another truth which will be experienced once you decide to give that liberty to yourself.
That's really great. And thank you very much, Nishita, for joining us and sharing your thoughts and experiences and uh, words of encouragement for people who are or the women, I would say, who are in a situation where they are not finding a way out. So you have shown them a way. You've also shown them what they can do and what they need not do, or what how they can change the pattern. So this is really, I hope this is really amazing, and this is really going to open up the minds of people who are here listening to you. And I will also share the contact details of Nishita in the bio,
Okay.
so that any one of you who wants to connect with her on one basis or want to know more, you can do that. In addition, you can also go and see Nishita's book on Amazon and buy it and read it and maybe share your experiences of that. So that will be really great, and I'm really thankful to each one of you who have taken up your time on a Saturday when most of us are either in the weekend mood, either trying to planning to go out on a vacation or do something relaxing. You are here and sharing your with us. So thank you everyone, and we are looking forward to connect with you again
Next.
next Saturday, same time, 4 p.m. And Nishita, thank you very much and all the very best. And we will look forward to see you again sometime, sharing your thoughts on anything that our audience want to hear from you. So one more thing I would like to request each one of you is, if you want to us to talk to you about a particular subject or a topic or anything that you need clarity, you can mention to us and it'll be great. And Nishita, one more thing I want to ask you, is your daughter also here on the show, listening to you or watching you?
Yes, she is. I
She
guess
is.
I see her. She's joined.
Okay. So I think next time we'll ask her to come and share her views
Sure.
on the next session.
Views. Yes.
Yes.
I
That would
think
be
that's a very
great.
good
That would be
suggestion.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The next
Thank you
Saturday we will be
Okay.
so
talking.
much, Colonel and Sucheta, for having me here and doing our part of the work of showing up and spreading this message. Thank you very much. I'm deeply honored and grateful.
Thank you. Thank you, Nishita, and thank you,
Thank you.
Suchita.
Thank
And
you.
I know that you have been having a
Thank
very,
you.
very hectic week with the new work. So I'm really grateful to you for coming up and showing up every time with us. And you guys have a great weekend and come
Thank you.
re-energize and start your next week with the double the power. And we'll see you again next Saturday at same time. Bye bye
Next
and
Saturday.
have a great
Yes.
day. Thank
Thank,
you.
Bye.
thank you.
See you. Yeah. Bye.